But this taste of water is the best. So a state of mind which is not hungry for pleasures, for instance, right? We hear these days a prominent person, well known all over the world, maybe because of a born some defect or something, pleasure seeking, can you say lust, and simply he destroyed himself completely. You know what I'm talking about. So the level of device which transcends. So my suggestion is this. Would you like to put the Coke all the time in your mouth? 3 times a day? Well, how many gallons of Coke all the time? You're not going to like it. Pleasure is just like that. But you will never get tired of water, pure water, which is the source of your life. If you don't drink water, how many days you will be dead? That's why. So the state of mind will be in a state of pure water. Okay? Pure water. There's the Zen mind. You know that? Zen mind. Zen mind and Buddha's mind. These days, kids are all the time trying to find something pleasurable, watch TVs and games and so on. That's quite a pitiful, dangerous, We have to start reprogramming them so that they should be able to keep the serenity of mind, which transcends pleasure and pain, you see, and hence finds and enjoys happiness and suffering. If you are in the state of deva, you will find happiness and suffering. Like what? Even the physically quite a suffering, hard, but still if your mind is enlightened, you can find happiness there too. Like what? Sometimes you cannot help your situations. You cannot change it. If you are born in a poor family, how can you make your family rich right away? No way. So if you are wise, you find happiness in what is given. Changing the resentment, life of resentment to the life of gratitude. That is the best way of changing a hell to a paradise. In family life especially. In family life it's very easy to find fault with your loved ones, and then remember I was saying that before marriage, Benjamin Franklin said, before marriage keep your eyes wide open, but after marriage keep your eyes half closed. Benjamin Franklin, his old money. But the people are doing the other way around. Before marriage they keep their eyes half closed. So they see only what is good. Then after marriage they open their eyes wide open and see all kinds of defects in the person, and that's the cause of trouble. Then what you have to do if you find something you don't like, change the life of resentment to the life of gratitude. If you can do it, you change a hell to a paradise. You see only good things. You see? This is very important all over the world. All over the world. Change. Actually, one of the Korean religions indigenous to Korea called the Chung main point of the teaching is this: resolving the grudges. During 500 years of Korean Joseon dynasty kingdom, there are enormous grudges and resentment buried because of the injustice and like a killing, like relatives, or this called 9. The relative of your mother's relative, and the adult's relative. We're called 9 categories. If somebody is executed or punished, the whole 9, it includes over 100 in one family. They are all killed. You can see bad system there at the time. This is called Dark Age, So Chung realized why the world is like this, war everywhere, killing, because of the explosion of the grudges somehow are buried. Now it's exploding in a new world. So he said, I have to show how to dissolve the grudges. Answer, change the life of resentment to the life of gratitude. Then you can change your hell to a paradise. If you can do this, I guarantee you, you can create paradise all the time. If you don't do it, and find fault with all those people you meet with, and complain all the time, you are changing otherwise a paradise into a hell all the time. It's up to you. Now, it's easier said than done, changing the life of resentment to the life of gratitude. It's because of your mind. Sometimes I feel like to an elementary school first grade, you solve the college calculus. They can't do it. You know what I mean? Depending on the spiritual power, level of spiritual cultivation and enlightenment and so on, many people just can't do it. Even though they go to Buddhist temple for 30, 40 years, still they don't know it. They can't do it. They only do with the mouth and the ears, but not the heart. Not very wise. The wise ones are those who can change hellish world to a paradise. Like mending our old clothes, you know, if it's dirty, just wash it. These days we have very good detergent, don't we? Some people don't wash it until it stinks. Human mind is just like that. So what we are trying to do is, let's wash off all the dirt from our mind. That's what we are doing. And if we really know how to change the world of life of resentment to the life of gratitude, as I told you, I guarantee you, you will see a totally different world. You find a paradise in hell, you see. That's what the number 5 of our daily practice we read at the end of the Dharma meeting. The level of humans is the realm where one can do good or evil, and find the good and the evil standing at the crossroad of progression or retrogression. What that means is, we just read in the Vow to Ilonsang, you know, depending on the functioning of your mind, you can make a progress towards the Buddhahood, or you can retrograde to the hell, depending on the functioning of your mind. So we have to check how our mind is functioning. Are we making a progress toward the Buddhahood, or I am falling into the hell? Okay. Our main concern here is not reading so many scriptures and so on. No. Our main concern is to see our mind and see whether we are making any progress. Like when you learn how to ride a bike for the first time, these days you have what is called a training wheel, right? When I was a kid, we didn't have a training wheel, so how many times I fell and I had a bruise on my knees and so on. But when I, for the first time, could ride without falling, the feeling was so good. You know, right? Everybody knows how to ride a bike, right? Handling daily life problems is just like that. Suppose you have failed so far to change the life of resentment to the life of gratitude, and creating hell. But if you can now change the situations, the surroundings, which is like hell, if you can change that one to the life of gratitude. You have a saying, count your blessings, don't you? Count your blessings. There are millions of things to be thankful for. Even though your life may be difficult, hard, but millions.